Hi, Crochet Crowd. There seems to be people having a lot of trouble with the bag, and they don't understand why the written pattern doesn't work. I didn't either at first because I didn't look at the pattern. I assumed it was the way Mikey was starting it, which is in a V like this. And they start from here, go up, come down, and go across. Then I looked at the pattern and I realized how totally off it is. Now, this is the way Mikey showed it. Okay? Came up here, did his cross piece, came back down the same step, skipped 2 stitches, and came up, did his next cross piece. It lays out kind of flat until about the 11th row it starts to just turn up a little bit, and the 12th it actually starts to come up. So by the time you've got 11 rows, you're going to know about how big your pattern will end up being. Now, if you follow the written pattern, this is what it tells you to do. It really goofs up. It gets to the cross point, and everything's okay then, except it starts this way. And then, instead of telling you to go back in the same leg, it says skip 2 stitches. Guess what? You're going to end up with about 16 of these spaces at the top rim. Your bag is literally at this point going to be as big as your base. Now, I don't know if you've done the math yet, but if you have 6 spaces under one handle and 6 spaces under the other, and you go down the handle, go across 10 of these spaces, and up the other handle, and then down and go across 10 spaces on the other handle, you need 32 spaces. This is going to give you 16. Okay? Now, if you start it like the pattern and do the ace here, this way, I want to show you something else that is good about Mikey's way of doing it, as opposed to the way I normally would do it. In fact, the way I do it. Here's a bag I'm working on. I'm using the cotton, the Bernat cotton home style. Is it home crafter? Okay. When you come around to your next level, and just because I keep making that mistake, I do tie a little tag on it. When you come around to your next level, you're crocheting along and you're going up and down and across, and then down and then up and across and then down. And then you get over here and you say, when's my row going to end? It's because it's laying down to the point where you're going to be just continuing the pattern. And what you need to do, if this was standing up, is come up in this leg, come up in this leg, go across and attach here. Then from there you go up and you start your next level. On Mikey's, you can't miss that. You have this sticking out. You don't have this slanted over thing that could be part of the same pattern. This is very good because when you come here, you come across here and come up from your last leg, and you obviously have a point to connect to. You don't need to come down this. This already has 2 double legs coming out of it. Any stitch that has 2 double legs coming out of it doesn't need another one. So anyway, that's something really good about the way Mikey does it. Hello, Chevy. And this is the truth of the messed up way that they wrote the pattern. So now, for those of you who feel that they might have been wrongly confused by the pattern, pat yourself on the back and say, I was right. I'm going to go follow Mikey. And you won't have any trouble. You'll end up with your 32 stitches, spaces, these spaces around the rim, and you'll have a good sized bag. For those of you who are wondering, this is the 4-ply. I did not use the H-hook. I started out with worsted using an H-hook, and I started taking it apart because I had a little over 2 feet in diameter at that point. On this one, I am using the Bernat's Handcrafter, but I am using an F-hook. and it's coming out about the right size. It's going to be approximately 16 inches in diameter, which is what the pattern called for. So just for those who want to know what happens if you use worsted, go down to an F-hook if you use the 4-ply. And hope that helps. Happy crocheting, guys.